Have you ever held a coin in your hand and felt the weight of history? It's a truly remarkable sensation. Most of the coins we use every day are simply for transactions. They are practical tools for buying our morning coffee or a newspaper. But some coins are different. They are crafted not just for spending, but for remembering. These are commemorative coins, and they serve a much grander purpose. They are miniature monuments, small yet powerful tributes to a nation's culture, its achievements, and its most cherished moments. They tell stories, celebrate heroes, and mark significant anniversaries, turning a simple piece of metal into a tangible piece of heritage for everyone to hold and appreciate. Swiss commemorative coins, in particular, hold a special place in the world of numismatics, which is the wonderful hobby of coin collecting. Switzerland, a country renowned for its precision, quality, and understated elegance, pours these very national characteristics into its coinage. Each coin is a masterpiece of design and engineering. They are issued to honor a diverse range of subjects, from historical events like the foundation of the Swiss Confederation to modern icons of sport and science. Holding one is like holding a snapshot of the Swiss identity. They are more than just currency. They are ambassadors of Swiss culture, carrying stories of innovation, tradition, and natural beauty far beyond the country's borders. What truly sets these coins apart is their limited nature. Unlike the millions of standard coins minted for daily circulation, commemorative issues are produced in much smaller quantities. This scarcity is intentional. It preserves their special status and makes them highly sought after by collectors around the globe. The Swiss Federal Mint, known as Swiss Mint, releases only a few new designs each year. This careful curation ensures that each theme is given the attention it deserves, and that the quality of every single coin remains impeccable. It is this combination of beautiful artistry, meaningful storytelling, and controlled rarity that elevates a Swiss commemorative coin from a simple token to a treasured collectible. So, what is the fundamental difference between a regular 5-franc piece and a commemorative 20-franc silver coin? While both are officially money, their purpose diverges significantly. The regular coin is a workhorse designed for the rigors of daily commerce. The commemorative coin, however, is a showpiece. It is crafted with a higher level of detail, often using precious metals like silver or gold, and is presented in special packaging. It invites us to pause and reflect on the subject it portrays. It's a piece of art you can own, a slice of history you can pass down through generations, making it a wonderful entry point into the fascinating world of collecting. The story of Swiss commemorative coins doesn't begin in the distant past, but it is a rich one nonetheless. For much of its history, Switzerland's coinage was a complex patchwork from different cantons. It wasn't until the Federal Constitution of 1848 that a unified currency, the Swiss franc, was established. This laid the groundwork for a national numismatic identity. The first true commemorative coin, however, did not appear for many decades. The world had to wait until 1936 for Switzerland to issue a coin specifically to mark a special occasion. This inaugural piece was a 5-franc silver coin celebrating the National Defense Fund, a powerful symbol of Swiss unity and preparedness during a turbulent time in Europe. This 1936 coin, often called the Wehrbereitschaftsfünfleiber, set a precedent. It showed that coins could be more than just money. They could be powerful messengers of national sentiment. After the Second World War, the practice of issuing special coins began to gain momentum, albeit slowly at first. For many years, these commemorative issues were sporadic. They were reserved for truly significant national events, such as the 1963 coin marking the 100th anniversary of the Red Cross, an organization with deep Swiss roots. These early silver coins were often released into circulation, meaning you could have received one as change, making them accessible to the entire population. The modern era of Swiss commemorative coinage really began to take shape in the 1970s. Swiss Mint started a more regular program, issuing coins to celebrate a wider array of cultural and historical themes. This was a turning point. The focus shifted from purely nationalistic events to include Swiss art, architecture, science, and folklore. It was during this period that the coins became more explicitly aimed at collectors. The mintages, while still generous by today's standards, were more controlled, and the designs became more artistic and ambitious. This was the time when Swiss coins truly began to build their international reputation for quality and beauty. Today, the program is more vibrant than ever. Since the 1990s, Swiss Mint has introduced new formats and metals, including beautiful bimetallic coins, stunning gold issues, and even a platinum coin. The themes are incredibly diverse, celebrating everything from the pioneering Gotthard Base Tunnel to the global tennis icon Roger Federer. These modern issues are produced in much smaller quantities and are often available in different quality standards, such as uncirculated and the pristine proof finish for discerning collectors. This evolution from a single solemn silver coin in 1936 to the dynamic and varied program we see today reflects Switzerland's own journey as a nation. Proud of its history, yet always looking towards the future. The responsibility for creating Switzerland's beautiful coins, both for circulation and for commemoration, rests with a single highly respected institution, the Swiss Federal Mint, or Swiss Mint. Located in the heart of the capital, Bern Swiss Mint is the official mint of the Swiss Confederation. Its history stretches back to 1855, just a few years after the creation of the Swiss franc itself. This institution is not just a factory for making money. It is a guardian of national identity, entrusted with producing coinage that reflects the country's values of precision, security, and aesthetic excellence. Every single commemorative coin begins its life within the walls of this historic organization. The process of deciding what appears on a coin is a careful and considered one. It is not something Swiss Mint decides on its own. The ultimate authority for approving the annual coinage program, including the themes for commemorative issues, lies with the Federal Department of Finance. This department, acting on behalf of the Swiss government, ensures that the chosen subjects are of national significance and are appropriate to be immortalized on the country's currency. They might receive suggestions from the public, from cultural institutions, or from historical societies, but the final decision is a governmental one. This official approval process underscores the importance of these coins as national symbols. Once a theme has been approved, Swiss Mint takes the lead. The Mint often holds design competitions to find the perfect artistic interpretation of the chosen subject. They invite talented Swiss artists, engravers, and designers to submit their proposals. This competitive process ensures a high standard of creativity and allows for a variety of perspectives on a single theme. A jury, typically composed of experts from the worlds of art, culture, numismatics, and minting technology, is assembled to review the submissions. They look for designs that are not only beautiful and original, but also technically feasible to translate onto the small canvas of a coin. After a winning design is selected, the artist works closely with Swiss Mint's own team of expert engravers and technicians. This is a crucial collaborative phase where the artistic vision is refined to meet the technical requirements of the minting process. The engravers must translate the two-dimensional drawing into a three-dimensional model, paying close attention to the finest details, the depth of the relief, and the textures that will bring the design to life in metal. It is this combination of government oversight, artistic competition, and technical expertise at Swiss Mint that ensures every commemorative coin is a perfectly executed work of art. Swiss commemorative coins come in a wonderful variety of metals, each with its own distinct character and appeal. For many decades, silver was the metal of choice. The early issues, starting from 1936, were typically 5 franc silver coins. These were often made from an alloy of silver and copper to give them durability. Today, silver remains a cornerstone of the commemorative program, usually for 20 franc coins. Modern silver coins are typically made of a higher purity alloy, making them brighter and more appealing to collectors who appreciate the classic, lustrous beauty of this precious metal. They provide a perfect canvas for detailed designs, allowing for a brilliant contrast between frosted motifs and mirrored backgrounds. In 1991, Swiss Mint added another dimension to its offerings by introducing bimetallic coins. These are fascinating pieces constructed from 2 different alloys, creating a distinctive two-tone appearance. The first bimetallic commemorative coin was a 5 franc piece celebrating the 700th anniversary of the Swiss Confederation. It featured an outer ring of bronze aluminium and a center of copper nickel. This format proved incredibly popular and has since been used for the regular circulating 5 franc coin. Bimetallic coins offer a unique aesthetic and a technical challenge in manufacturing, making them an interesting and affordable category for collectors to pursue. Their visual appeal makes them stand out in any collection. For those seeking the ultimate in prestige, Swiss Mint also produces coins in gold. These are typically issued with a higher face value, such as 50 francs, and are reserved for themes of major importance. The first gold commemorative coin was issued in 1998. Crafted from a high-purity gold alloy, these coins have a warm, radiant glow that is simply unmatched. Due to the high cost of the metal, gold coins are produced in very small mintages, making them the rarest and often the most valuable of all Swiss commemoratives. They are the pinnacle of the mint's craftsmanship and are highly sought after by both serious numismatists and investors in precious metals. Finally, it's important to understand the different quality levels, or finishes. Most coins are produced in uncirculated quality, which means they are minted using the same process as regular coins, but are set aside immediately, so they remain in pristine condition. For the most discerning collectors, Swiss Mint offers a proof finish. These coins are struck multiple times using specially polished dies and planchets, the blank coin discs. This process creates a stunning cameo effect, with frosted, matte-like designs standing out against a flawless, mirror-like background. Proof coins are the highest quality available, individually inspected and sold in protective capsules and presentation cases, representing the very best of Swiss Mint's artistry. The journey of a Swiss commemorative coin from a simple idea to a finished object is, honestly, a fascinating blend of art and precision engineering. It all begins with the design selection process. As we've touched upon, once a theme is approved by the Federal Department of Finance, Swiss Mint often initiates a design competition. Artists from across Switzerland are invited to submit their interpretations. This is a critical stage, because the chosen design must not only be artistically compelling, but also practical for minting. A design that looks wonderful on paper might, be impossible to strike effectively in metal. So the jury must consider things like relief height, the complexity of lines, and how the image will interact with light. Once the winning design is chosen, the real technical work begins. The artist's two-dimensional drawing has to be transformed into a three-dimensional model. In the past, this was a painstaking process done entirely by hand, with a master engraver carving the design into a plaster model that was several times larger than the final coin. Today, this process is aided by advanced digital technology. The design is scanned, and specialized software is used to create a digital three-dimensional model. This allows for incredible precision, enabling engravers to refine the tiniest details, adjust the relief, and perfect the textures before any metal is cut. It's really a perfect marriage of traditional skill and modern technology. From this digital model, a physical tool known as a reducing die is created. A computer-controlled engraving machine meticulously carves the design in reverse into a piece of steel. This master die or hub is an exact positive replica of the coin's design. It is then heat-treated to make it incredibly hard and durable. This hub is used to press the design into several working dies. These working dies are the negative image tools that will actually be used in the coining presses to strike the coins. Using multiple working dies is essential for mass production, since the immense pressure of striking wears them out over time. The final stage is the striking itself. Blank metal discs, called planchets, are punched out from large sheets of the chosen metal alloy. These blanks are cleaned, polished, and sometimes given a raised rim before being fed into a high-speed coining press. Inside the press, each planchet is struck with tremendous force, often hundreds of tons of pressure, by the obverse, or heads, and reverse or tails, dies simultaneously. This single, powerful blow instantly transfers the intricate design onto both sides of the coin. For proof coins, this process is slower and more deliberate, with each coin being struck multiple times to ensure a perfect, flawless finish before it is carefully inspected and packaged. When we talk about famous Swiss coins, one name often comes to mind, even though it isn't strictly a commemorative, the Vreneli. This is the informal name for the classic Swiss 20-franc gold coin minted from 1897 to 1949. It features a beautiful bust of a Swiss woman, Helvetia, with braided hair and a garland of Edelweiss. While it was a standard circulation coin of its time, Its iconic design and gold content have made it one of the most beloved and widely collected Swiss coins in the world. It represents the classic era of Swiss coinage and is a must-have for anyone interested in the country's numismatic history, setting the standard for beauty and quality. Moving into the realm of true commemoratives, one of the most significant modern issues is the 2019 silver coin celebrating the Roger Federer phenomenon. This was a landmark event for Swiss Mint, as it was the very first time a living person was honored on a Swiss coin. The demand was absolutely unprecedented. The Mint's website crashed under the sheer volume of orders from tennis fans and coin collectors around the world. The 20-franc silver coin, featuring an elegant depiction of Federer playing a backhand, sold out almost instantly. It was followed by a 50-franc gold coin in 2020, cementing its place as a modern classic and a prime example of how a contemporary theme can capture global attention. Another fascinating series that showcases Swiss innovation is the collection dedicated to its groundbreaking transportation projects. Coins have been issued to celebrate feats of engineering like the Lochberg Base Tunnel and the Gotthard Base Tunnel, the longest railway tunnel in the world. These designs often feature dynamic and modernistic imagery, reflecting the cutting-edge technology involved. For example, the 2016 coin for the Gotthard Tunnel shows the tunnel entrance and a train, symbolizing progress and connectivity. These coins are popular because they celebrate a key aspect of the Swiss identity, the mastery over its challenging alpine terrain through brilliant engineering. It's also worth mentioning the series that celebrates Swiss traditions and folklore. These coins often feature charming and artistic designs related to customs, myths, and nature. For instance, there have been coins dedicated to Sylvester Clausen, a unique New Year's festival, and another featuring the ibex, a majestic animal symbolic of the Alps. These pieces connect collectors with the cultural heart of Switzerland. They remind us that the nation's identity is built not only on banks and watches, but also on ancient traditions and a deep respect for the natural world. These diverse and meaningful themes are what make collecting Swiss commemorative coins such a rewarding and educational pursuit. Many people new to collecting assume a coin's value is determined solely by the precious metal it contains. While the melt value of the silver, gold, or platinum in a coin does provide a baseline price, it is often just the starting point. The true numismatic value of a commemorative coin is influenced by a much more complex set of factors. The first and most important of these is rarity. How many were made? This is known as the mintage. A coin with a mintage of just 10,000 will almost always be more valuable than a similar coin with a mintage of 100,000. Swiss Mint is very transparent about these figures, which helps collectors assess a coin's potential scarcity from the outset. The second key factor is the coin's condition, or grade. A coin that looks as though it just left the mint with no scratches, marks, or signs of wear will command a significantly higher price than one that has been handled carelessly. This is why professional grading services are so important in the world of serious collecting. They assess a coin on a detailed scale, encapsulating it to preserve its condition. For Swiss commemoratives, the distinction between an uncirculated coin and a proof coin is also a major value driver. The flawless, mirror-like finish of a proof coin is highly desirable, and these versions are almost always more valuable than their uncirculated counterparts. The theme or subject matter of the coin also plays a huge role in its demand, and therefore its value. Some topics have a much broader appeal than others. The Roger Federer coin is a perfect example. It attracted not only coin collectors but also millions of tennis fans worldwide, creating a massive surge in demand that drove prices up on the secondary market. Similarly, coins featuring universally popular motifs like animals, famous landmarks, or major historical events tend to perform better than those with more niche or abstract subjects. The story the coin tells is a powerful driver of its desirability. Finally, the dynamics of the auction market can have a profound impact on a coin's value. The price of a rare coin is ultimately what someone is willing to pay for it. When a particularly fine example of a sought-after coin comes up for sale at a major auction house, it can set a new price record. This, in turn, can raise the perceived value of all other examples of that coin. Collector trends can also shift over time. A series that was once overlooked might suddenly become popular, causing its value to increase. Understanding these 4 pillars, rarity, condition, theme, and market demand, is essential for any collector hoping to build a valuable and rewarding collection. For anyone looking to start their own collection, the most straightforward and safest place to buy new issues is directly from the source, the official Swiss Mint webshop. This ensures you are receiving a genuine top-quality coin at the official issue price. For new releases, especially popular ones, it is wise to act quickly as they can sell out. Beyond Swiss Mint, reputable coin dealers both online and in physical shops are excellent sources. A good dealer will have expert knowledge, offer fair prices, and be able to guarantee the authenticity of the coins they sell. They are also fantastic resources for acquiring older or sold-out issues that are no longer available from the mint. When it comes to selling coins from your collection, you have several options. The simplest method is to sell to a reputable coin dealer. While you may not get the absolute top market price, as the dealer needs to make a profit, it is a quick, secure, and hassle-free transaction. For potentially rare or high-value coins, a specialized numismatic auction house is often the best route. They have access to a global network of serious collectors and can market your coin effectively to achieve the highest possible price. Online marketplaces can also be an option, but they require more caution to avoid scams and ensure you receive fair payment. Unfortunately, where there is value, there are often fakes. Thankfully, spotting a counterfeit Swiss coin can be straightforward if you know what to look for. Genuine Swiss Mint coins are produced with incredible precision. Check the details of the design under magnification. Fakes often have soft, blurry, or incomplete details. The weight and dimensions should be exact, so comparing a suspicious coin to a known genuine example using a digital scale and calipers is a very effective test. The quality of the metal and the striking is also a key indicator. Counterfeits may have a strange luster, incorrect color, or show casting marks like bubbles or seams, which are never present on a genuine struck coin. One of the most important pieces of advice is to handle your coins as little as possible and always with care. The oils and acids on your skin can damage the coin's surface over time, reducing its grade and value. It is best to hold a coin by its edges, preferably while wearing soft cotton gloves. For storage, avoid simple cardboard or PVC plastic flips, as these materials can release harmful chemicals that cause toning or corrosion. Instead, use archival quality, acid-free holders or inert plastic capsules. Storing them in a cool, dry, and stable environment will ensure your precious collection remains in pristine condition for many years to come. One of the most persistent myths you might hear is that commemorative coins are not real money. This is simply not true. In Switzerland, every commemorative coin issued by Swiss Mint is official legal tender for its face value. This means you could, in theory, take your 20-franc silver Roger Federer coin and use it to buy something in a shop. Of course, you would be very unwise to do so. The coin's collector value, based on its silver content and rarity, is far higher than its 20-franc face value. This legal tender status is more of a formality, a guarantee of its authenticity and its origin as a government-issued product. For those just starting out, my advice is to begin with a theme that genuinely interests you. Don't just chase what you think might become valuable. If you love Swiss engineering, focus on the tunnel and a railway series. If you are captivated by nature, collect the coins featuring alpine animals and plants. Collecting what you love will make the hobby infinitely more rewarding. Start with modern, affordable issues directly from Swiss Mint. This will help you familiarize yourself with the quality and feel of a genuine coin. As your knowledge and confidence grow, you can then branch out into older issues or more valuable proof coins. It is also helpful to familiarize yourself with some basic numismatic terms. We've mentioned uncirculated and proof, which describe the finish. Obverse refers to the heads side of the coin, which in Switzerland typically features the national allegory, Helvetia, or the Swiss cross, and the value. The reverse is the tails side, where the commemorative design is displayed. Mintage is the total number of coins produced, and grade is the professional assessment of a coin's condition. Understanding this language will help you navigate dealer websites, auction catalogues, and educational resources with much greater ease. Finally, always seek out trustworthy resources. The Swiss Mint website is the definitive source for information on new issues. For broader knowledge, consider joining a local coin club or an online numismatic forum. Books and catalogues, such as the World Coins Catalogue, provide comprehensive historical data. By investing a little time in education, you protect yourself from mistakes and deepen your appreciation for these miniature works of art. Remember, collecting Swiss commemorative coins is a journey through the culture, history, and innovation of a remarkable country. Enjoy the process, treasure the stories, and build a collection that brings you joy.